From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2172, these are the Ham Nation headlines for Wednesday, June 19th, 2019. Preparations are underway for the World Radio Communications Conference for 2023. Its agenda must be set well in advance of the meeting, and there's one item being proposed for inclusion that is already drawing fire.
Region 1 of the International Amateur Radio Union has come out strongly against an agenda item proposed by the French delegation to the World Radio Communication Conference 2023 that would give up primary user rights to the Region 1 2-meter band, 144 to 146 MHz, in favour of aeronautical mobile use. The IARU called the frequency range an important and widely used part of the spectrum used for amateur radio and amateur satellites. The IARU views with grave concern this proposal and will be representing this view in regional telecommunications organisations and with the ITU to seek to obtain assurances that this part of the spectrum will remain a primary allocation for the amateur services. IARU Region 1 includes Asiatic Russia, Europe, Africa and the Middle East. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Ed Durant, DD5LP.
In the game of contesting, youthful energy is as much a plus as a good station and a great antenna. With the IARU's HF Championships barely a month away, young contesters are busy finding matchups right now so they can make use of both.
The youth contesting program is preparing for its second round of matching young hams with HF stations for the IARU HF Championships to be held on July 13th and 14th. The program, sponsored by the Young Amateurs Radio Club, is designed to encourage owners of contest-grade amateur radio stations to open their doors to young contesters who live within a day's drive of their station. If you have a good HF station or even a great one, or are a young contester interested in operating such a station, apply by July 1st at yarc.world/YCP. After matches are made, the young contesters will be notified by email in advance to make arrangements for visiting the station. They'll learn the station's location, hours of operation, and details about meals. Here's a great chance to mentor some younger operators and get more youth on the air. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Neil Rapp, WB9VPG.
Amateur radio operators are known for their giving spirit, so when one group in Dominica received 4 handheld transceivers as a gift for its disabled members, that spirit shined with a special brightness.
There's nothing like keying a mic for the first time and logging your first contact. Members of the Dominica Association of Persons with Disabilities will now be able to do that. Thanks to donations of 4 handheld transceivers the organisation has received from the Dominica Amateur Radio Club and the International Organisation for Migration. The club's donation means that radio enthusiasts in the Group for the Disabled can start putting their new privileges into action. That should not be a long time coming. The executive director of the Disabled Persons Group, Nathalie Murthy, said that the newest radio operators in Dominica are still awaiting licenses from the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, which is reviewing their licenses following completion of the training. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Jim Meechan, ZL2BHF.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news for 4 decades and counting at arnewsline.org. With Ed Durant, DD5LP, Neil Rapp, WB9VPG, Jim Meechan, ZL2BHF, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Wellbanks, AE5DW. 7-3. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.